हेलो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल LIS एक्सपर्ट। मैं अपने चैनल LIS एक्सपर्ट पर आप सब लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ। चलिए, जैसे कि मैंने आपको लास्ट वीडियो में पढ़ाया था कम्युनिकेशन एंड इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, तो अब इस वीडियो में मैं टाइप्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन एंड बैरियर ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन कवर करूँगी। तो चलते हैं टाइप्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन पर। फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन आर द वन विच फ्लो थ्रू द ऑफिशियल चैनल डिजाइन in the organization chart. It may take place between superior and subordinate and superior, or among the same cadres, employee and managers. These communication can be oral or in written and are generally recorded and filed in the office. Formal communication may further classified as the vertical and horizontal. Vertical communication, as the name suggested, flow vertically upward and down or downward through formal channel. Upward communication refer to the flow of communication from subordinate to superior, whereas downward communication flow from superior to subordinate. Application for the grant of leave, submission for the progress report required for loan, etc. are some of the example of upward communication. Sending notice to employee to attend a meeting, delegating work to subordinate, informing them about the company policy are some of the example of downward communication. Horizontal or later communication take place between one or two division and another. For example, a production manager may contact the finance manager to describe the delivery of raw material and its purpose. Type of communication network in the formal communication. Single channel. In this type of network, communication flow from every superior to subordinate through a single channel, while in this network all the subordinate under one superior coordinate through him only. They are not allowed to talk among themselves. Circulation. In this type of network, communication moves in a circle. Each person is able to communicate with his adjoining two persons only. Free flow. In this method, each person can communicate with another person freely. There is no restriction. And introverted. In this network, a subordinate is allowed to coordinate with his immediate superior as well as his superior also. However, in the later case, only ordinated coordination take place. Informal communication. I have completed formal communication. Now come to the informal communication. Any communication take place without following the formal channel of communication is known as informal communication. Informal communication is often referred to grapevine as it is spread throughout the organization in all directions without any regret to the level of authority. Informal communication spread rapidly, often get distorted, and it is very difficult to detect the source of such communication. It leads to rumors which are not true. People behave is often affected by rumor and informal discussion, which sometimes may hamper the work environment. However, sometimes these channels may be helpful as they carry information rapidly and therefore may be useful to the manager at the time. Informal communication are used by the manager to transmit information in order to know the reaction of his subordinate. The type of grapevine network. Single strength. In this network, each person communicates with the another in a queue. Gossip network. In this type of network, each person coordinates with another person on non-selective basis. Probability. In this network, the individual communicate randomly with another individual. Cluster network. In this network, the individual coordinate with only those people whom he trusted. Out of the four type of network, the cluster network is most popular in the organization. Now come to the next topic, that is very important. that is barrier of communication. Communication barrier may prevent communication and carry incorrect meaning due to the which misunderstanding may be created. Therefore, it is essential for the manager to identify such barrier and take appropriate measures to overcome them. The barrier to communication in the organization can be broadly grouped are as follows. Semantic communication barrier. They are considered with the problem and abstraction in the encoding decoding of message into word and impressions. Normally such barrier result due to the use of wrong word, faulty translation and different interpretation. For example, a messenger has to communicate with the worker who have no knowledge of English language, and on the other side he is not well conversed with Hindi language. Here the language is a barrier to communicate, as the manager may not be able to communicate properly with the worker. Psychological barrier. Emotions and psychological barrier also act as a barrier to communication. Stages of communication, both sender and receiver of communication, reflect in effective communication. A bored person can't communicate properly. A angry recipient can't understand the message properly. Thus, at the time of communication, both the sender and receiver need to be psychologically sound. Also, they should trust each other. They do not believe each other. They can't understand each other message in its original sense. Organizational barrier. The factor related to organizational structure, rules and regulation, authority and relationship may sometimes act as a barrier to effective communication in the organization. With the highly centralized pattern, people may not be encouraged to have free communication. Also, rigid rule and regulation, cumbersome procedure may also become a hurdle to communicate. Now, fourth point is personal communication. The personal factor of sender and receiver may act as a barrier to effective communication if such a superior think that a particular communication may adversely affect his authority. He may suppress such communication. Also, if the superior does not have confidence in the competency of their subordinate, they may not ask for the advice. The subordinate may not be willing to offer useful suggestion in the absence of any reward and appreciation for a good suggestion. So now, in the barrier of communication, there are 4 types of barrier: semantic, psychological, organizational and personal. And in a type of communication, there are 2 type of communication: formal communication and informal communication. Hope so friends, I have completed 2 topics: type of communication and barrier of communication. Hope so friends, you like this video. If you like it, please click on bell icon and subscribe my channel too, and give your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much friends, and have a nice day.